Welcome everybody, this is Larry with Stackz Gaming. I'm bringing you a deck profile that this version has been tested and proven. I really like it. The only problem with this deck, it is very highly luck based, which is right up my alley. So we're going to get into it. We're going to do Katakuri. I've been having a lot of fun with it since it came out. So you put one Dawn under it when attacking. You can look at the top of your life or your opponent's life, and then you can choose to put it at the top or the bottom. In doing so, for this turn, he'll gain 1,000. So for one Dawn, he becomes 2k, so he swings 7 all the time. I don't think he's going anywhere. Him, Kid, and Zoro are going to be played until the format rotates. That's just my opinion. They're just too good to not play at this point. To get into the deck profile, this profile has been proven where I went to a store championship out of, I think, what was it, 24 people, and I got 4th place. I only lost to a Whitebeard, which is not bad. I beat a Zoro. Let me know what your thoughts and what you think about it, but we're going to go with the basic. We're going to do the 4 puddings. The AA pudding puts in a lot of work. I've noticed that there's a theme with this deck. After we go with our searchers, you want to have your 2k counters because you want to be able to stay alive. Streusen. Streusen is an on-play ability. You can ditch a card that has a trigger to basically destroy a 1 cost. So if you're facing a Zoro, they go first. It helps just remove a body so you don't have to take a hit. Definitely got to play as many 2Ks as you can because you don't have a lot available. Then you have Sanji. Sanji's ability is really good. I don't play it against red, but other matchups I will play this card. Dawn X2, when attacking, you can add 1 life from the top of your life to your hand and add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. So it essentially allows you to recycle and bring cards to your hand that don't have triggers. So I'll use Leader's ability. If it's nothing great, then I'll use this, add the card to my hand, and then add a different card. Really clutch. And then our next 2k counter, which is Pudding. Pudding's really good on play. You can look at the top of your life or your opponent's life and also put it at the top or the bottom. Very rarely does it get played. I probably only ever played in a mom mirror match just because I'm going to use my ability to make sure I get my effects off, but I'm going to use this in the mirror match so my opponent doesn't get his effects off. And then this last little ratio I've been contending with, realizing that when you get to your top end you can't really play too much. I play 1 counter. So far I really like it. Basically it's a cost of 2. It gives up to one of your leaders or characters 5,000, and if it comes out of life, basically you ditch 2 cards to put an extra life in. So if your opponent has the right amount of swings, you basically can stay alive. I was playing more of them, but I needed more room because I found out that I don't have a lot of options to remove the board, and I needed to play 3 Thunderbolts. It used to be 2 Thunderbolts and 2, but I need the Thunderbolts, especially against the Law matchup, especially against the Zoro matchup. Like, it's just proven to carry its weight, only if it comes out of life. And then if I have enough life, this card does not hurt me because I'm trying to gain as much life against my opponent as possible. At least that's where this deck tries to go to. You kind of protect early to get to the late game. 3 blockers just because it comes out of life for free. You want to see it come out of life. You really don't want to play it from your hand, but if you can, if you have to, you can. It does take up some resources, but you do have better plays. And then for your other searcher of the deck, you have the Parasparrow. Also, the fact that this card against red really helps you control the value in the game, because if you get 2 on board, your opponent really doesn't want to destroy it to give you cards. I've had it on turn for like 2-3 turns. It really puts in its work with Pudding. And then this spot I've been flexing. I just recently put this in. It seems to work good against the matchup against Whitebeard. Swinging for 6 is ideal. If I had to, I would take out this and put another one of these in. But I just really like it just for the simple counter, because sometimes you just don't have Dawn available. And then my favorite card in the mirror match when you're going second is Cracker, because Cracker just, if you have less life, your opponent is definitely gonna have to decide to counter or not counter, because you can put 1 Dawn under this and it'll gain double attack and gain 1,000. So for 1 Dawn it becomes a 7k swinger, so it's just really good, especially if you're playing from behind. My second favorite card that's a trigger is the Smoothie. Some people play it, some people don't. They might do 2, they might do 1. I really do like it. It just really, it has to come out of life to be real ideal. Playing it a 4 for 5, I think your Cracker a 4 for 5 is way better than this card, but it does come in clutch to help close out games. My next favorite card is this. It comes out of life for free as a trigger. That's the only reason why I play 4. On play, draw 3 cards, trash 2. I think it's necessary. I might cut it down to 3, but the way it's been playing out, it's been coming out of life, so I definitely like it at 4. Another card that's up to debate between most players that are playing this is 7-drop Big Mom. 7-drop Big Mom is, I think, a lot really slept on. Some people play 2, some people play 3, but because I really want to see it, especially because everybody's making my deck go first, I want to see this. I want to play it on curve for 7, and then on my second turn I want to play another one so I can make a Thunderbolt live, because right now everybody's just giving me life, and if I can use the effect to manipulate gaining life to get rid of it with Thunderbolt to control the board is super good. So I really like playing it at 4, plus I play aggressive compared to most decks, where I develop on the back end. I really don't develop on the front end. That's why I prefer seeing this card more than anything else. And then I played 2 Katakuri 8-drops. I was playing 1 and 1 4-drop, but it doesn't seem to be that useful, because you can use your Katakuri on play to put a card to its owner's life, top or bottom. So if I have something on board like a Brulee, and I know I'm not going to need it, I can put the Brulee at the back of my life to guarantee I can survive an extra hit. Or I can, if there's a blocker I can't deal with, I can put a blocker into my opponent's life just so I can go close out game. And 80% of the time that normally comes into account when I have it. So it's like 2 is perfect. I might go to 3 and put 7-drop Big Mom to 3, but for the style or the way that I'm playing, I think 2 is good. And then my favorite card of the deck is 10-drop Big Mom. 10-drop Big Mom is so good. Just the fact that you're guaranteed to get a life and take a life away. So say you do 2 7-drop Big Moms. The first time they take a life and they're at 3 life. The second time they give you a life. And then back to back drop 2 10-drops. You take away their last 2. And then your 8k or your 7-drop Big Moms are able to push to pinch your opponent's hand. And then your last 12k normally closes. That's the one that's able to swing anyway. So that's what I really like about this deck, especially because of the tempo I can push my opponent into to make them play my game versus making them play their game. This is a very luck-based deck. I like it. It's very my theme. I didn't think I was gonna like yellow as much as I have, but I have. It brought me back into the game. I no longer play everything, but this is my favorite deck at the time. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, let me know. So far, only thing I lose to is Whitebeard, but other than that, it can carry its own weight.